This video shows how to change the cabin filter on a 2020 Ford Edge. The first thing you're going to need is a new cabin filter. You can see this is the number of the cabin filter, 11775. And then you get in the passenger side of the car, and the cabin filter is behind the glove box. So you open the glove box, take out your manual, and if you look carefully right here, you're going to see there's a big hole right there, and there's a little knob below it. What that is, it's this thing right here. What you're going to do is grab it right here, and you just lift up. When you lift up, it lines up with the big hole, and you can just pull it out. So that's the first step, is to undo that little arm stop. Then, if you look under here, there are two other stops. There's a stop here and a stop here. I think you can see those. It's right where these notches are. You can see there's these notches. They line up with a stop. What you have to do is reach under and lift up each of these. You just lift up on the upper part, and it's just plastic. What it does is it bends up out of the way, and it allows the glove box to drop down like this. So now it's down and out of the way, and if you look in here, that's where your cabin filter is. It's behind this little door that you can see right here. The way that you open it up is, you can see on each side, there's a little tab that's holding it in place. So what you can do is you put a finger on here. This is going to pull on the door. This, with your thumb, you're going to push it to the side. See, I just unlatched that one. And then on this one, same thing. You push the thing to the side and you pull down the tab. That exposes the cabin filter. Notice how it shows you which way the airflow. The airflow is down through the filter. So when you put the new one in, you want it to line up the same as the one that's in there. And so with this, it's kind of spongy. You can just grab onto it. It has like a little, almost like Velcro stuff on the side. And if you look at this one, they say to change it after 20,000 miles. I can see why. The thing's filthy, and you can see it's trapped some garbage, some kind of like bigger pieces, and it definitely needs changing. My car has 24,000 miles on it, and so this needs to be changed. I've unpackaged the new filter. It comes with instructions, and if you look at this, it's telling you to remove all kinds of bolts and screws and all kinds of things. I don't know where they're getting all that, because this can be done pretty much without tools. In any event, this is the new filter, and you can see here it has the airflow arrow, so that you want that going down. So I'm going to slide this in to the slot. I hope you can see. I'm going to slide this in. These little foam rubber sides, see what the sides, they have like a foam rubber on them. Okay, those are going to fit in this inside there. This goes inside here, and then you slide it in, and you'll feel it has sort of a tight fit, and that's to keep any air from getting around the sides of it. So I'm just gonna doing this one-handed, but I'm gonna work it in like this and try to get it all the way back in there. I had to use two hands to get it in there. It's a snug fit, and with both hands you just slide the sides all the way back and get it to where it's even in the front. Now, to close this door, this is the tricky part. You try to close the door and you notice it won't close, and it feels like something's wrong. What you have to do is push down on the door. See, I push down on it this way, and it closes really easily if you push down. I push down, and you heard it snap closed. So it just snaps these little clips on the sides, clip it into place. Then, once that's in, everything's set, to get these stops back in place, you just push the box past them like that. And you can see they go past it, and then they catch. So that's keeping the glove box from coming too far open. And then you move over to this part. You can see this is a little damper, and it moved its way back in. You just pull it back out, line it up with the big hole, and then push it down so that it snaps into place into the little part of it, and that cabin filter is replaced. So you can see it's worth doing because they do get dirty, and it's not that hard to do. You can do it without tools. The section in the owner's manual talks about the cabin air filter, and it tells you at the bottom, replace it at regular intervals, see the scheduled maintenance. For additional cabin filter information or to replace the filter, see an authorized dealer. So they want you to take it to the dealership to do that. I can't imagine how much they charge, but you can see it's something that you can do by yourself.